this lesson the hard way so you don't have to. Part 2. Fuck, what was I, where did I leave off? Oh, right, so, when I realized I was not in love with this man anymore, let alone attracted to him, like, it just wasn't working out, and I couldn't keep forcing it anymore, I broke up with him, and that was incredibly painful to do, by the way, although the sting was a lot less once I found out not too long after breaking up with him that he cheated on me within the first 2 weeks of our relationship, and we were together for over a year. But yeah, he became he did a complete 180 with his personality, because he was obviously hurt. I did not want to break up. I did, because we were just such a dumpster fire of a relationship. Like, we were both becoming worse and worse versions of ourselves being together, and it just didn't make sense to keep trying to make it work. I saw that. Like, he didn't care, I don't really know, but like, I knew that breaking up was the best decision for both of us. Regardless of how much, upheaval and turmoil it was gonna cause. I'm not gonna force myself to be with someone I'm not happy with. But I want to say he turned into a petty little bitch, but that's an understatement, because this man did everything in his power to make my life a living hell, because I had to live with him for 5 months after we broke up, because we were in a lease together. I couldn't just leave. But it got to the point where it got so bad I had to just I broke the lease. Honestly, what I really did was just talk with the landlord, who I was on good terms with, and I just told her straight up, like, I can't live with him. He's making my life a miserable hell. And she let me move into another apartment. I had to live in the same fucking building with him, but like, at least I was going to be in my own apartment, so, better than nothing. He would go out of his way, like, it was weird, because one day he would be so nice, we'd be cool, we'd be chill, we would be like friends, and it honestly kind of reminded me of the beginning of our relationship, when things were peaceful. Not like I wanted to be back with him again, like, he would just be like a decent human being. And but then, like, the next day, if he was in a mood and all of a sudden remembered we weren't in a relationship, he would just be a complete asshole. He would say mean things. He would call me mean names. He would bring over girls that he was going on dates with to the apartment. Like, we were still sharing an apartment. I was sleeping in the room. He was sleeping on the couch, but he would bring girls over on the couch and like just hang out with them, like actually being on a date, and like just so uncomfortable. Like, it was so obvious that he was trying to get revenge or whatever, or just trying to make me as uncomfortable as possible. What really made me uncomfortable was when he would continuously come into the room, like, at night, and like, he would try to get in bed with me, and he would try to like make moves on me, and like, I would make it very obvious I wanted no part of that. The man was going through a lot of pain, but like, that doesn't excuse his actions and what he was, doing. It, like, I don't that doesn't excuse it. We just kept going back and forth, and it got to the point where I had to just break the lease. Like, I had to break the lease. I didn't even stay the rest of however long I was supposed to stay there. And I just got my own apartment in the same building. Unfortunately, it was also on the same floor, so we were like right down the hall from each other. But again, I would rather deal with his pettiness being in a different apartment, And then the really annoying part was, like, he would get his friends in on it too, and then they would like, it would be like, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. And then eventually, I moved out and moved in with the narcissist. So I went from one situation to another. But the point is, I got out of it eventually. And And I learned that lesson. I eventually learned that lesson. So, I'm just, again, I'm never going to tell anyone what to do with their lives. I just don't care enough to. And it's also not my life. If you are dating someone or you are in a relationship with someone and you are considering moving in with them, that's awesome. It really is a wonderful, beautiful, amazing experience to live with someone you love, you're in a relationship with. It really is. And I want that for you. I do. Just be careful. Just be careful. Just don't allow yourself to really get to know somebody. If I had to go back in time and redo things, I probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't have the character development that I have now, but I would at least take more time getting to know people, because sometimes they could end up being monsters you never anticipated, and that's scary shit. So please be careful. I love you guys.